Alrighty. So, would you like to tell me your name, where we're at, and the position you hold here?
Paul Zweifel. We are at Sports Advantage in Verona, Wisconsin, and I am the facility manager and assistant strength and conditioning coach.
All right, Paul. So, when did you realize the fitness industry was the industry for you?
Well, I went to school originally for pre-chiropractic, and after 2 years, I realized that that was a tough course load, so I chose to take the kinesiology route because I knew I'd be around athletes, and that's something that I've been doing my whole entire life.
Okay, so where did you go to school and what did you study?
Went to University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, studied kinesiology.
All right. Is a master's degree important?
About 50-50 when I talked to my advisor. They said, it was like 46% of people decide to not go on to graduate school, and the other 54% decide to go to graduate school for things such as like physical therapy. And for what I wanted to do, sticking around athletes, I didn't think that a graduate degree was necessary, although I'm hungry for knowledge, so down the road I may want to go back to school.
Okay. What job opportunities did you have upon graduation?
Honestly, I didn't have any opportunities at all. I had been looking at some strength and conditioning facilities in the Madison area as well as the Milwaukee area, but I had no opportunities lined up. I originally came to this place on the grand opening. It was January 5th, 2013, and we went through, what was going to be happening here. And I kept in touch with Brian after I was going to school for that last year of my time in Milwaukee, and we decided that an unpaid internship is all that he could offer, and I wanted to work here, so I came back here and started as an unpaid intern.
Okay. Did you hold any other positions while you were the unpaid intern?
When I was in Milwaukee, I worked at a gym, but when I left there, I moved here, and I also had a part-time rehab technician job at a physical therapy place, an assisted living nursing home.
Okay. Take me through a day in the life coming here every morning.
Well, Monday morning, I have boot camps at 5:30, so wake up at 4:30, take some Spark, it's my energy drink, get ready to go, make it out here by 5, have boot camp for 2 hours, client at 9 o'clock, client at 11 o'clock, probably take a little lunch break, go over to the next, to the nursing home, to the rehab facility, and then I take another quick snack break before I have to come back here, and then I train for about 4 hours with the youth athletes that come through the doors here.
Alrighty.
And then by 8 o'clock, time to go home, get a meal, and then write all the workouts for the next day.
Nice, nice. What is your work environment like?
To me, it's laid back. Somebody that's not been around this, environment for their whole life would probably think it's a little bit intense. But it's all athletes that come through the door, so just keeping them in line is like the hardest part of my job. But just making sure that everyone's on, staying focused is pretty much the environment that I have to do here at Sports Advantage.
All right. What is the most rewarding part of your job?
Most rewarding part, hearing all the stories about the kids when they come back.
Yeah.
When the parents come up to me and they're like, Brady wants to do this next, he's doing the next session because he had so much fun with you guys. That's probably the most rewarding thing to hear.
All right. What is the most challenging part of your job?
Most challenging, being able to measure my success. Like I go home not really knowing whether or not the workouts were exactly what they needed that day, and that's the hardest part. I don't know, the fitness industry is so different in everywhere you go, so it's hard to measure your success, but when you hear about the good stories, that's like the one measure that I have.
Yeah. Is this what you plan on doing for the rest of your career?
I could definitely see myself doing this for a while, not necessarily working in a facility like this, maybe working my way into a college, university, becoming part of a team, strength and conditioning, maybe even just a coach in either hockey or baseball.
Okay. Where do you see the fitness industry going?
It's just growing nonstop. Everything about it's growing. Learn new things every day. Like I said, no one's right, so you just kind of keep tweaking things in your workouts and looking up new things and staying on top of research every day.
All right. What do you like to do outside of work?
Outside of work, well, when I have my free time, I like to get a workout in. And then obviously a really busy schedule, so when I do get some free time, I like to hang out with my friends and take advantage of those times too.
Yeah. All right. Do you have any suggestions for someone looking to get into the fitness industry?
Be persistent. Like I had nothing lined up, and I just stuck with it. So I kept emailing Brian throughout my entire last year of school, just kept on and letting him know that I could come back here on any weekends to help out with any events. And I just really wanted to make sure that, I had a place to go after graduating, so I was persistent about that. And a lot of people, they'll graduate and they won't have a job for a certain amount of time. But if you're persistent with it and you really show someone that you care, I think, you'll make it.
All righty. Well, thank you, Paul. Thanks for letting us in here.
You bet.
Get some shots.